Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti will call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi today, where she is expected to discuss the prevailing situation in the state. The meeting comes days after Home Minister Rajnath Singh visited the state, where he assessed the situation and held meetings with delegations of civil society and political parties. The Prime Minister will also meet Chief Ministers of all BJP-ruled states to discuss various issues. India has sought result-oriented talks with Pakistan on Jammu and Kashmir with the intended result of early vacation of Islamabad's illegal occupation of Pak-occupied Kashmir. Meanwhile, India has once again called upon Pakistan to accept the fact that Dawood Ibrahim, a terrorist wanted in India for many heinous crimes, is staying in Pakistan under various aliases. India demands Dawood be extradited to India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced setting up of a task force to prepare an action plan for the next 3 Olympic Games. The task force will prepare a comprehensive action plan for effective participation of Indian sportspersons in the Games. The task force, comprising members in-house as well as outside experts, will prepare the overall strategy for sports facilities, training, selection procedure and other related matters. The Prime Minister has said transformation of India cannot happen without transformation of governance. Inaugurating the first Transforming India series lecture organized by Niti Aayog in New Delhi, he said transformation of governance needs transformation in mindset and transformative ideas. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar has said that leaked documents of Scorpion submarine do not contain most important signature of the submarines, as the sea trials are yet to be undertaken. He said the government, assuming the worst-case scenario, has asked the Navy to identify areas of concern and address them. Health Minister J.P. Nadda has said that the government is open to incorporating suggestions in the draft Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2016. He said some of its key provisions, including putting a stop to abandoning of children and exploitation of women, are non-negotiable. He also dismissed criticism that the government is trying to impose moral values on citizens, saying it is about righteousness and the technological advancements in this area have to be used in the right perspective. The Supreme Court has said that rampant adulteration of diesel was taking place in petrol pumps and millions of litres of kerosene were being siphoned off. The Apex Court observed that it is something which is rampant and unfortunate, and very powerful people like politicians have petrol pumps. The court said they can tamper with the machine and they are the people who will resist the change. Bangalore in Karnataka to host 14th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention 2017 from 7th to 9th January. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has said suggestions will be sought from the diaspora on how to increase tourism in India, how to improve consular services and how to turn India into a destination for holistic medicine, among others. Swaraj said around 3,000 delegates, mostly from Gulf countries, are expected to take part in the convention. In a landmark judgment, the Bombay High Court has ruled that women will be permitted to enter the sanctorum of Haji Ali Dargah set in the heart of Mumbai. The court has said that a ban imposed by the Haji Ali Dargah Trust on women entering the sanctum sanctorum contravenes on their fundamental rights and must be lifted. The United States has stressed on the need for Pakistan not to differentiate between terror groups based on their agenda or affiliation. The U.S. State Department spokesperson told reporters that they have consistently raised their concerns to the highest level of the Pakistan government on the need to deny a safe haven for extremists. Hopes of finding more survivors from Italy's powerful earthquake faded, with the death toll rising to 281, and the rescue operations in some of the stricken areas have been called off. 3 days after the quake struck the mountainous heart of the country, sniffer dogs and emergency crews continued to scour the town of Amatrice, which was leveled in the disaster, but there was no sign of life beneath the debris. In Brazil, angry exchanges erupted as suspended President Dilma Rousseff's impeachment trial on Friday, while her key ally, Luis Lula Inácio da Silva, faced corruption charges on a day of turmoil for Latin America's biggest country. Day 2 of Rousseff's Senate trial in the capital Brasilia began with shouting matches that forced Supreme Court Chief Justice to put the session on hold until tempers calmed. President Barack Obama burnished his environment legacy by establishing the world's largest marine reserve, home to thousands of rare sea creatures in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. The marine monument was established in 2006 by then President George W. Bush and was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2010. New Zika research released has found that the virus may spread sexually from a man to a woman even if the man has no symptoms of the infection. The study, published in the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's weekly report on death and disease, suggests that sexual transmission of Zika is no less likely in asymptomatic individuals than in others with symptoms. India will be locking horns with the West Indies in its maiden T20 international game in the US. Seasoned campaigner Mahendra Singh Dhoni will be leading the Indian side in the two limited overs games.